Good evening, everyone. I am Vlad here outside Pepsi Center on a very windy. Where are we at?
52F.
Thursday. This is Thursday, yes. Thursday night. The Avalanche begun their postseason run tonight in Nashville, and for a while there, things were looking great until they weren't looking so great anymore. So, some things to get into, some things not to get into. So let's go ahead and get things going here. The Avalanche, to the surprise of probably a lot of people, got the first goal of the game. Came off the stick of Nikita Zadorov. Avalanche had a 1-0 lead going into the first intermission, and the Avs and Preds then traded goals during the second. The first Preds goal would come off of an Avs penalty, and a Mark Barberio, try saying that 3 times fast, turnover. So the score was tied at 1, but not for very long, because Blake Como, off a really good Carl Soderberg shot, was able to retake the lead for the Avs. But the Preds then would tie the game again later on, so the game was knotted at 2, after 2, and then after that, things just went Nashville's way. They scored 3 unanswered goals. The final is Predators 5, Avalanche 2. That third period, there were a lot of things to not like about the Avs game, and there were some things to not like about the Predators game, most notably how the Predators seemed to be taking a lot of liberties with certain Avalanche players and were not penalized for it. Of course, that shouldn't be much of a surprise to anybody, being that this is in the postseason and referees tend to swallow whistles on a frequent basis, even as we've seen in the face of more flagrant transgressions. The Avs had a lot of right to be upset with how officiating turned out, but it wasn't officiating that decided how this game would be played. For 40 minutes, the Avalanche looked like they could hang with the Preds, and there was a lot of positive things to take away from this contest. So this is going to be potentially a long series, as long as the Avs can continue to play like they did in the first 2 periods of tonight's contest. Gives Avs fans here a lot of hope that this won't be just a steamrolling effort by Nashville. And Nashville showed that they may be the top seed, but given how the Avs played against them, victory can be had. So there is hope, but the Avalanche have to do a few things, make some adjustments, definitely clear up some sloppiness with how they handle the puck. Definitely have to stay out of the penalty box and make sure that they keep a cool head about them. Don't let the Preds get under their skin. But of course, do your best to stay on the right side of the physicality line while standing up for your teammates and for yourselves. So a lot of things to like about this game. Of course, the final score wasn't one of them, but overall, I think Avs fans could be really happy about how the effort was. They didn't just roll over in the third. They did their best, but it's a young team, as we all know, and we'll see how things play out for Game 2, which is Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock Denver start. That game is going to be on the real NBC and not the cable NBC. So if the Avs can come away with a split and head back to Denver for Monday's Game 3, tied at 1, that'll be considered a huge success, especially, well, it'll be a big success. I guess we can leave it at that. I don't have any numbers because Wi-Fi went weird in Pepsi Center, so I don't have anything to really give you in terms of stats. But from what I saw, and hopefully many of you out there saw, Avs had a really good effort tonight. They were strong in the offensive zone. They limited Nashville's opportunities for 40 minutes. So a lot of positives they can draw upon for Game 2. So we'll see how they do coming up on Saturday. It's windy and cold, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I'm glad this has been the Burgundy Rainbow postgame show. Thank you all for watching. For continuing coverage and conversation on tonight's contest, head to burgundyrainbow.com, join the Burgundy Rainbow Discord, and head to the GDT channel. And as always, stay tuned to burgundyrainbow.com for continuing coverage and conversation on the Avalanche as they make their way through the first round in the 2018 Stanley Cup playoffs. And until the next watch party, which is, of course, Saturday afternoon, Let's go Avs.